According to information in recent developments, the US Marine Corps has officially retired several Super Cobra Bells from its fleet. This retirement has sparked great interest as many surplus Bell AH-1W Super Cobras are expected to find their way to the Philippines. The Philippine Air Force is interested in acquiring at least 12 Bell AH-1W Super Cobras from the US during the last years of Philippine rule. The Department of National Defense (DND) announced that it is eyeing the acquisition of attack helicopters for the Philippine Air Force to complement its dwindling light fleet McDonnell Douglas MD 520mm Defenders armed helicopters without purchasing new Bell AH-1Z Vipers for its air requires a joint U.S. military assistance group in the Philippines led by Lt. Colonel David S. Nelson of the USAF recently visited the Philippine Air Force's 50th strike to engage in discussions regarding various programs, projects and shared concerns. This is especially important as the exhibition magazine handles the administration of security and non-security assistance missions on behalf of the U.S. Armed Forces at the Pentagon. The Philippine Air Force is actively considering the potential diversion of attack helicopters, which may include the Bell AH-1W Super Cobra. Currently, the Philippine Air Force operates two Bell R-1 Cobra attack helicopters which will be considered as goodwill and assistance from the Kingdom of Jordan in their fight against ISIS-inspired terrorists. These helicopters have now been officially commissioned and assigned to the Wing's 20th Attack Squadron 15th Strike. It is worth noting that the Philippine Air Force has initiated a tender process to expand the R-1 Cobra. The Bell R-1 Cobra is a single-engine attack helicopter developed and manufactured by the American helicopter manufacturer Bell Helicopter, a prolific member of the WE R-1 family, also referred to as the Huey Cobra or Bell R-1's Cobra, is a specialized attack helicopter built to provide air support, close range and escort-friendly troop transports. The Cobra's visual design was intentionally sleek and looked like a fighter jet. Writer McQuarn observed that its appearance was very different from previous rotorcraft designed by Bell in that it had a relatively narrow fuselage and an unusual cockpit arrangement. The cockpit was covered by a large fighter-like canopy in the passengers, protected by armor including a stainless steel seat and personal body armor. The aircraft is operated by a pilot and gunner who sit together with a commander positioned in the rear seat while the gunner occupies a front position. This provides a higher level of visibility than the rear seat. Both positions are equipped with flight controls while both crew members are usually certified pilots. Allow Cobra controls to swap quickly during missions. Most of the Cobra's armament could be mounted multiple hardpoints mounted on wing stubs mounted on either side of the fuselage. Compared to the R-1 Cobra typically carried twice as much ammunition and arrived on station in half the time. Also had 3 times as long loiter time, allowing the type to arrive at the designated landing zone ahead of the transport helicopters to clear them, providing fire support when they are present and continuing the battle when they retreat. The sleek profile of the helicopter allegedly provided a defensive advantage by making it difficult for opponents to hit it accurately with small arms fire, although the man's portable air defense system's M bearings proved effective against the Cobra. The most vulnerable areas including the tail rotor drive shaft and main transmission. Typically a Cobra would avoid drifting at any point in active combat. Instead, emphasis was placed on maintaining speed and mobility. Gunners often fired their chin-mounted cannons with the aim of squeezing enemy targets between barrages of 2.75 in. Rockets were placed in pods on top of the wings stubs fired from behind the seats. Cobras were not accustomed to operating alone. Instead, 2 or more people would be deployed and teamwork was encouraged, so hunter-killer tactics were used to sweep and eliminate ground targets in tandem with other helicopters such as the Bell O Reconnaissance Helicopter -58 Kiowa. Also frequently had radio communications handled by the gunner regardless of the mission profile. Low-altitude flights were common. Air attack capabilities. The R-1 Cobra is a heavy attack helicopter designed to provide effective air attack support. With the ability to carry a variety of weapons and advanced weapon systems, the Cobra can easily attack ground and air targets. Speed and maneuverability. The R-1 Cobra has the ability to reach high speeds and good maneuverability, allowing this helicopter to quickly reach targets and avoid enemy attacks. Protection and durability. The R-1 Cobra is equipped with good protection and durability systems, including armor and self-defense systems that can protect the helicopter crew from enemy attacks. Flexibility in missions. The R-1 Cobra can be easily adapted for a variety of missions, including airstrikes, ground troop support, reconnaissance, and so on. This makes this helicopter very flexible and can be used in a variety of combat situations. Combat experience. The R-1 Cobra has proven effective in various military conflicts around the world, including the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, and other conflicts. This experience makes this helicopter a very reliable choice in modern combat. The Department of National Defense (DND) hopes to take delivery of R-1 Cobra attack helicopters that will be able to equip the Philippine Air Force's 15th Attack Wing.